Hey gang, welcome back to Drive Home Show 2017. What is in my pocket? I got my gift card in my gift card is in my pocket for the cafeteria. Got to put that in my wallet so I don't forget it. Let's do that now, shall we? I was driving to work this morning and I did not have time to visit the grocery store, which I had intended to do. I'm out of cereal, I am out of snacks and everything. The weather and the traffic and the late start did not allow me to go to the grocery store, so I had to use my gift card to get a donut and a banana. That is a healthy breakfast if I ever heard of one. We're on the drive home. We're looking at 66 degrees, partly cloudy, actually mostly cloudy skies. We got some dark cumulonimbus clouds with small patches of blue sky. Right at the moment, we got the sun peeking through. It's going to be a good running evening, running weather. A little update from yesterday. We're not gonna talk about running today, but I'm going to update you. If you listen to yesterday's show, I did run 3.5 miles at a pace of 8 minutes and 2 seconds per mile, just under the 7.5 mile per hour pace that we discussed yesterday. It's actually fairly good because the first mile I ran at 7.29 miles per hour, which is not the best, but I quickly picked up that pace for the second 2.5 miles. I actually ran the second 2.5 miles at 7.54 miles per hour. We're merging in with a traffic slowdown on Interstate 494, which is soon shall be 694 as soon as we cross 94. That's a lot of 9s and 4s put together. Trying to get ahead of this semi-truck carrying a load of crap. He cannot accelerate, but I cannot get in front of him because the cars in front of me don't want to cooperate. Yawning, stretching. It was a kind of a lonesome day at the workplace, at the workstead. Bang. Or almost to the part where we can, I don't want to insult this truck driver. Oh, here, what do we have? A guy driving right on the shoulder. Just I was watching instant karma videos today of idiot drivers and getting pulled over by the cops. So right here I have an idiot driving on the shoulder, but there's no cop. Where's the cop to give him a ticket? I don't see one, and I'm stuck standing still here. I need to get over here as soon as I can. I need to build up some speed so that I can merge over into the far left lane, which I usually drive in when going home. I was trying to get in front of that truck, as I mentioned earlier. Now the truck is far ahead of me, and I'm stuck in the middle lane, or the right lane, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna move over as soon as I can here. I got a spot here, opening, going in front of an oversized load truck. I've got a Plunkett's Pest Control. Let's check real quick. Is it Jeremiah? Nope. He's in Columbus, Ohio. Jeremiah Riopel. Give a shout out to Jeremiah Riopel, the Plunkett Pest Control Man of the Year. So today I come across this stupid thing on Facebook. It's about, oh, I'm yawning, sorry. Something about all these things that you thought were true about your body or whatever, but are really not. And the first one was that the myth is that heart attacks hurt. And then they prefaced it by saying You've probably heard that heart attacks. You've probably seen that same old stereotypical scenario where the guy's having a heart attack and he's got 3 heart attacks and he's got like clutching his chest and he's like, I can't breathe, like I'm having a heart attack. And then he collapses to the ground. And so actually, to be honest, to be truthful about the matter, you could have a heart attack and not even know it. Well, my response to that is, then heart attacks aren't really that big of a deal. Then if you could actually have a heart attack and not know it, then it's not such a big deal as we thought it was. I thought you died from heart attacks. I thought heart attacks killed you. But if you could have one and not even know it, it must not be that serious. Said you could have a heart attack if you feel dizzy. You could be having a heart attack. If you sweat profusely, you could be having a heart attack. If you I have a really bad headache, you could be having a heart attack and all that stuff. And I'm like, all right, we're talking about apples and oranges here. Heart attacks to most people is death. You got to go to the hospital or you're gonna die. If you could have a heart attack and not even know it, that's not what I consider a heart attack. A heart attack? You're giving me a heart attack. A heart attack, heart attack, heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack. Song by Olivia Newton-John from 1982, or maybe 83, off the Olivia Newton-John Greatest Hits album. She released her Greatest Hits album. It had all her greatest tunes, Physical, Make a Move on Me, A Little More Love, Xanadu, Magic, and had 2 new singles released from that album, Heart Attack and Tied Up. So another some of those myths that the Facebook email was saying that we thought it was completely true, but it turns out not so much. One of them was like you lose the majority of your heat through your head. I've said that one. I've heard that one. I've repeated it and I've said it, and they said that they did a test when they had these people wearing winter coats and gloves and boots and all these things, but they had no hat, and therefore like the heat escaped through their head. Well, duh, that's why you wear a hat. I think that was the point. If you're wearing a winter coat and gloves and mittens and scarves and boots and snow pants and thermal underwear, but you don't have a hat on, the heat is going to escape through your head. Let's see, what else did they have on this myth thing? I don't have the convenience of having an having a computer in front of me, or the internet, or the interweb, or MySpace. So I have to remember everything. Plus I'm driving, so even if I did have that, I could not refer to it like the good mythical morning people do. Well, we're gonna have to move on because I can't think of anything. Can't think of any more of the myths that have proven to be debunked, or whatever the word is. Bang. There's another thing I was going to discuss with you guys, but I seem to have slipped my mind. What? It is 4:21. We're doing a time check. It's actually about 4:16. I think my car clock is 5 minutes fast. It wasn't always 5 minutes fast. Five minutes fast. When I first, why am I tripping over my words all of a sudden? Am I having a heart attack? Huh? When I first got this car, the car clock was 2 minutes fast. Now it's 5 minutes fast. I think we're traveling in another time warp in the space-time continuum. We were going north and now we're turning west. We just hit that curve on 694 where it starts, changes from going north and starts going west. But it's still considered all westbound 694. As far as the traffic people are concerned, there is no northbound 694. It's either west or east. For lunch today, I had the famous Taco Bell steak quesarito box. Let me just run that by you for a second here. Steak quesarito box. What you get is you get a steak quesarito, which is the best item in the world. Quesarito is a made-up word from Taco Bell. It's a burrito, but it has cheese in it. Thus the queso part. Queso is Spanish for cheese. So they make up a word, a quesarito, like a cheese burrito. It has steak in it. And I think there's rice in there. There's cheese. I don't know what else is in there, but it's good. It tastes good. And it's spicy. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. Also in the steak quesarito box, you get a Doritos Locos Tacos. Say that 5 times really fast. And a regular hard shell taco. Plus you get a regular size glass of your beverage of choice, which at Taco Bell they have Pepsi products. The best kind there is. All for $5. Now I used to get I also add a order of cinnamon twists because I like a crunchy treat, and I like to kind of numb the spicy effects in my mouth because my mouth is on fire at some certain times. It depends on what, when you bite that spiciness in the cheese. I think it's in the cheese. So anyway, I get the order of the cinnamon twists. Now I used to just get the steak quesarito, Doritos Locos Tacos, say that 5 times really fast, and the cinnamon twist, and it would come up to $6 and something. I think it was $6.94 if I remember correctly. Well, now you get a Pepsi and a regular hard shell taco added to that, and it's even less. It is a little bit more because the $5 you have to pay extra for the cinnamon twist, but I think it ends up being $6.44. So you're actually saving 50 cents, and you're getting a Pepsi and a hard shell taco for negative 50 cents. Can't beat that. So that's what I had for the old lunch today. The restaurants, might have to stop and get a drink of water. Trying my best to stay on the air. There we go. temporary fix. We're approaching the part of the 694 where between the 35s, where they had construction. Yesterday I pointed out that they were removing the concrete barriers, so hoping that we'd have 3 lanes open to drive on today. Might have it for part of the way, but I see it looks like they're going to do some construction at the beginning of this here. Looks like they're going to put up a barrier wall between eastbound and westbound traffic. And we are slowing down a bit right up here, but I think once we get past this little bump, we will take off. Maybe not. I think people, including myself, like to gawk at the progress. What's going on? What's going on? What are you guys doing over there? Huh? What you doing? What are we doing? Well, got some trucks, and looks like they're digging up the street. So the restaurants that serve Pepsi, we're gonna talk about fast food restaurants that serve Pepsi. Yep, they are digging up the street. They are pulling up the concrete. Probably gonna redo it, but they do have it barricaded off. So once the initial gawker interest dies down, we should be flying through here. And I think after this, we might open it up to 3 lanes. We might. They got to repaint the lines on the road and all that stuff. But maybe tomorrow we'll have it. We'll see. It's not looking the greatest. Those fast food restaurants that serve Pepsi are Taco Bell, which we stated at the beginning here, Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC, is no longer called Kentucky Fried Chicken, just as TCF Bank, which is a really horrible bank. And I'm not just saying that because I worked there. The TCF Bank used to be Twin City Federal. Oh, maybe they're painting the lines on now. Maybe they are. It's getting it ready for tomorrow, where they're moving these barriers. TCF Bank used to be called Twin City Federal, but then they expanded to Illinois, Wisconsin. They were in Ohio, but they're not anymore because they're losers. Colorado, Arizona. But Michigan, they used to be called Twin City Federal. Now they're just TCF, and they're not even revealing what the initials mean. It looks like they never was. It's like they never was. Okay, they're moving the barriers here, up here. Like maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight they'll have the lines painted, and tomorrow we'll be able to go drive on these lanes here. Probably have to sweep them up a little bit. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, sure am. Oh, the sun is coming out now. Another fast food restaurant that serves Pepsi. Let's go back and review, since we've changed topics quite frequently. Started with Taco Bell, then we went to KFC. Arby's is another one that serves Pepsi. Leanne Chin's is a small local fast food Chinese restaurant. Probably not widely known. Pizza Hut has Pepsi. And another one, Zantigo's, I just discovered has Pepsi. That's a big plus for them. Zantigo serving the Pepsi. Culver's serves Pepsi. It's a definite plus for them. And there's not a whole lot of them. At one time, Burger King did sell Pepsi, serve Pepsi, which made it the best fast food restaurant of all time. You get your flame broiled burgers. It used to have thinner fries, and then Pepsi. Best of all worlds. But now they serve Coke products. Oh no, they're digging up this. They're digging up this middle at the end of the construction area. Dang, that's gonna slow our progress. I'm not sure if Taco John's serves Pepsi or not. I think they do, but don't quote me on that. Let's just run over a couple. Wendy's has Coke products. McDonald's has Coke products. Jack in the Box has Coke products. But we don't have Jack in the Box here. Chick-fil-A has Coke products. What is that? Whataburger, Coke products. Smash Burger, Coke product. What does White Castle serve? I'm not even sure. I think they have Coke. Wendy's has Coke products. Did I say that already? Domino's Pizza's Coke products. Chipotle's Coke products. Oh, I was at Potbelly's, and the one in Woodbury, Minnesota, has a Pepsi fountain. I did not know that. Not a frequent visitor at Potbelly's, but the one that I did go to, downtown Minneapolis, I didn't know this, if they had a fountain. I thought they just had like bottled beverages, weird brands. But I did notice the one in Woodbury had a Pepsi fountain. We're flying on the freeway now. 4:35 is our car time. 65 degrees. We're going to get a nice run in. And I'll run Wednesday. I'll probably rest Thursday and Friday. I'm going to go do the weights on my legs on Friday morning. other kind of fast food restaurants do we have? Sonic the Hedgehog, I believe, that has Coke products. You know, there's Long John Silver's. I thought Long John Silver's was tied in with Taco Bell and KFC. So I'm thinking they might have Pepsi, but there's not a whole lot of Long John Silver's around here. There's a Five Guys, they have Coke products. There's a Cane's, Raising Cane's, they have Coke products. And we're slowing down. We got a sea of brake lights lighting up. The Minnesota Twins current events time. The Minnesota Twins are playing Cleveland tonight. They are 2 games where their magic number for winning the second wild card spot is 2. They're ahead of the Anaheim Angels. If any combination of Twins win plus Anaheim Angel loss will clinch the second wild card spot and they will make the playoff. However, they cannot win the division. They're eliminated from the division title, and they cannot even get the first wild card spot, which would mean they get to play a home game for the 2 wild card teams. For those of you who don't know, 2 wild card teams play each other, and the winner of that game goes to the playoffs. There are 3 divisions. We've got the American League East, West, and Central. And hang on while what are you doing, you moron? You can't fly up and get to this car that's ahead of me. Jerk. He's another moron that wants to drive on the shoulder. Wait till the last possible minute to merge in. Jerk. Where's the cop for that guy? Actually, he didn't do anything illegal. There's the American League West, American League Central, American League East. The Boston Red Sox are most likely going to win the East. There is a slight possibility that the Yankees could catch them, in which case the Red Sox would be the first wild card team, and the Twins would have to play the Red Sox to get to the playoffs. But the most likely thing is going to be the Red Sox will win the division, the Yankees will be second, and they will have the first wild card spot. American League West is the Houston Astros, and the American League Central is won by the Cleveland Indians, who the Twins play tonight. Now, these morons on the radio, on the local radio station, are talking about the Twins are going to win the division tonight, or not win the division, win the wild card spot tonight by beating the Indians, and then the Angels will lose. Except what they fail to understand is we're playing Cleveland. They're not going to beat them. Then they're talking about they're going to win 1-game playoff with the Yankees when the Yankees just slaughtered the Twins in a 3-game series, 3-game sweep just like a week ago, with facing our 3 best, well, not our 3 best pitchers, but we had Urban Santana and we got beat. And we had Jose Barrios, and we got beat. And then we had Bartolo Colon, who's done an admirable job for the Twins, but by no means has been, you know, a savior of the pitching staff. He got slag hoopled. I don't know. He got his little red wagon handed to him. So these announcers on the radio seem to think the Twins are going to be able to beat the Yankees. No, I don't think so. They've proven that they cannot play when a game counts. They cannot beat a good quality team when it counts. Here I am at the store. Don't like coming to the store every day, but I don't know what to get. That's going to be it for the drive home show for today. Thanks for listening. Keep your feet in the ground and keep reaching for the stars.